Hello, fellow Beastians. This is your one and only gaming beast, and today we're going to play another session, the 13th session in the Last Valley of War, 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons campaign. And our players are still in the madhouse pocket dimension thingamajig, and they have one more door left that they haven't explored. Vicky, since you're returning, and the last time we'll just introduce you that you have entered the madhouse. You've been feeling not really well from the last time. That's why you've been outside of the madhouse. But now you felt like, okay, I gotta follow my friends. So you followed them in, and you can see basically a room with two doors. One right on the other side. It's a small room, and on the other side, on the left-hand side, there's another door which is closed, and you can see the others resting. And there's a woman who you haven't met. Redheaded, green-eyed woman. Yay, and Bill is coming. He just messaged me. So, yeah. What do you guys do? Vicky, you just entered the room.
Well, greet everyone first, hey guys, I'm back, what's been happening?
I'm very standoffish and still muttering to myself in the corner.
Yeah. You look at Juve, and he's wearing this really crazy looking plate mail, where the helmet looks like a big grinning evil looking jester. It's like made out of some kind of like dark metal of some sort. He's also holding some kind of really fancy looking sword, and he's just looking at it, just being kind of weird and silent. And yeah. So
Vicky,
a bunch of...
Sorry, I was going to say, Vicky, what was your character's name again? Was it Sora?
Sora, yeah.
Yeah, Sora.
Bill has entered, our druid. Yay! Bill?
Nice.
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
So we just started the game, so Vicky has entered. You're in the middle room again. And there's one more door left. Well, Vicky, you see two doors, but there's one door that the others haven't explored yet, which is on the western side of the room.
Live, yeah. Sorry.
I look around at the others, see if anyone's going to jump in to fill Sora in on the details. I see Ruby, the Dragonborn in the plate mail armor with the big sword, is kind of doing his thing off in the corner, looking all grr. Sora, welcome back. It's been literally crazy in here. Short version, we're stuck. We can't get out. If you go through that door, you come in that door, pointing at the one opposite her and the one she's just come through, respectively. We've been through all the other rooms that you can't see because the doors leading to the other rooms disappeared when we'd gone through them. And we got some keys, and we got this door left, and we think if we get through this one, we'll get another key, and hopefully somehow they'll open a door and we can escape this place. I mean, if you don't believe, just have a walk down there and see what happens. It's quite amusing.
Also, Vicky, Sora sees a very much dead, eyeless area lying and like covered up.
And
well, you figure out its area. So
Aaron is saying, and our poor bard tried to perform so well, but this being just grabbed a hold of her, and she said she wanted to know everything, and it just the knowledge just kind of beamed into her and burnt her from the inside out, and you see her eyes, through her eyes, the lights that go and all the twirlies and the smoke, and then she fell limp and like that. And then on top of that, you won't believe it, we got some evil, mean knight in a crazy mask on a horse that don't think we're good enough to take his butt. So he threw his little minion at us, and we kicked its butt after it just about kicked ours. So we did some pretty good stuff. We could have used you, though.
Well, yeah, it sounds like you've had some quite of adventure.
Oh, and allow me to introduce, and I gesture at the red-haired woman, Sora. This is Princess Ilaria of Valoron. She was trapped in one of the rooms. There was a ball, cursed record player, long story. We sorted it, we rescued her, we're going to escort her home. She's been trapped here for quite a long time. Bit of a touchy subject, probably best not to talk about it like I just mentioned. I'm sorry, Your Majesty. But yes, we're going to get her out of here somehow with your help, hopefully, once we get ourselves out of here.
And she basically just like bows like shyly, like with like it's just like just does a little bow with the holding her skirt a bit and saying, "Nice to meet you."
Dora raises a hand in acknowledgement. Hi. Yeah.
Yes, I would very much so like to get out of this hellhole. So finally,
I would like to kill things. And then Stark goes back to muttering.
Yeah, I back away from Ruby a few paces, edging over to Sora, who's a slightly more psychologically stable meat shield. Companion with melee specialities, not meat shield. No, I didn't say that. So, everyone, if we are going to escort Her Majesty out of this place, we should probably get started on whatever's in there. Does anyone want to take the lead, or shall I, do the old
I'll
magic
go first.
thing again?
thank you.
And my character willingly goes in first.
Okay. You go in, you open the door. It's the same kind of red door, and it's again a corridor. Let's see here. Oh yeah, it's another corridor, about like 15 feet long. Again, the red door on the end of it, just like the other one, with the red kind of upholstery with the small buttons in it. So what do you do?
Is there anything, what's all do I see in the room besides that? Any, like the other ones, like gestures or weird stuff?
Right now, it's just the same continuous look going. Just continuous. I say that corridor. That's it. Like in the other rooms. Like you're guessing there's gonna be something behind this other room. So
I yell at the others, like, are y'all guys coming? Very standoffish in my tone.
I have your back. Don't worry about it, Ruby. You get 'em from the front, I'll get 'em over your head. My mighty bow will sing a song today.
Yeah, might go right through your back.
Well, that happens only once in a while.
I show no amusement at these comments as I look even more back at my sword like it's my only friend.
Nice.
Aww.
Dora just looks a little bit crazy and yeah, what is that?
Okay. So do you open the door, Ruby?
Yeah?
Okay. You open the door, and the light is a bit dim, but it's enough to see. Obviously, our elf with the dark vision can see clearly, but it's bright enough to see that you suddenly find yourself, as you look clearly around you, you can see gigantic toys. They're about towering above you, like old school, like very old-fashioned toys, like dolls and like plush animals and wooden toys and tin soldiers. And it looks like a kind of a cupboard. It's like you're in a gigantic kind of this is no meta information, you would know that, but a Victorian style like children's room, and but it's like you're like almost toy sized, and you're like on the side of the wall, next to a bunch of toys that are sitting on like a small wooden like thing, and you're standing there as you enter. And as you all enter, the door closes, of course, and disappears, just like the other times, other rooms. And you can see in front of you a jack-in-the-box, which is about like, it's about 5 feet tall.
Valius looks around. And goes, wow, this is just like the toy cupboard that Nanny had. I mean, that I had when I was growing up. I had toy soldiers just like that guy, and I had the swords kept on breaking.
Nice.
Why are we in a giant toy cupboard? This is the madhouse. It's extra pain and magic. They're probably playing with their mind. I bet it's an illusion. And I wander over to the nearest toy figure, whatever it is, and I sort of just reach out and give it a poke with my staff.
You see it looks like a well, you go close to one of the tin soldiers, actually a tin knight, and you poke it, and it just gives a little ding sound as you poke it.
Given that Aurelius is a cloud, I probably would have picked something that doesn't look like it might hurt me if it comes alive, just in case I'm wrong.
Okay. So you go.
Sense of self-preservation. A doll or something.
Yeah, you go to one of the dolls and you just poke it, and it's like it's big, fur. But well, it's not fur. What is
Cloth,
it? Like
padding.
cloth. Yeah, cloth, and it's porcelain. The arms and the face out of porcelain, so classic doll, basically. Oh.
Watching.
Oh wow.
Watching Avelius do this, and after this crazy house has ate our lunch a couple times, Aaron's going to go ahead and get his bow ready and have it ready to cover Avelius and the team's back.
Nice. Yeah. So as I said, there's some of the dolls, like the tin soldiers, some wooden, like a nutcracker. They're about your size, a bit taller, the toys. So you're about like toy size too. And as I said, there's the 5-foot tall Jack-in-the-Box too. So.
I say openly, this is quite disappointing. I was hoping I would get to kill something. Did you say something? As I look at a direct where no one is at, like I'm trying to have a conversation with someone.
Okay, everybody roll an intelligence check for me, quick.
You said perception check?
Yeah, intelligence check.
Intelligence
15.
check.
Okay.
Yeah.
13 for Aaron.
Okay.
16 for Sora.
Right.
Aurelius is lost in a daze reminiscing about all the wonderful toys he
Okay.
used to have.
So 15, right? For Sora?
16.
16, okay. So suddenly you can see this little frog jump towards. It's about like 15 feet to one side, but it looks like about this big, like a normal frog. Suddenly it takes out. Suddenly it stands up like almost like a human, and takes up a top hat. And it's 1 second here. And this is what you see. It starts singing. Okay. It starts singing, "Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my rising child." And it continues on, like if you know that show, that you know. Whatever. And
It's the
yeah,
WB
it's just,
song.
and it does the dance and everything. "Hello, my baby. Hello, my darling. Hello, my rising child." It goes on and
It's
singing.
Warner Brothers Frog.
Yeah, it's the Warner
From
Brothers
anime,
frog.
right?
So, So you guys who had like anything above like 15, you can see this is an illusion. So anybody who didn't got that, you think it's real. You know?
And what number did it have to be again?
Charles, go
15 or
kiss it.
above.
And you turn into a princess.
Okay, I'm good.
So Charles, you don't know what the hell is going on. Same with Andrew. Everybody else, you figure out some nonsense. You know?
I find it hysterical and just start pointing and laughing at it.
Yeah.
It's a dancing frog!
Aaron swings his bow mightily over towards it, aiming for the hat, waiting for it to make a wrong move or sing off key.
Is my armor saying anything at this point, or is it quiet at this moment?
Okay. Roll. 1 second. Your armor is not saying anything. You'll know when your armor is saying anything. Okay. So, Evalius, please roll an intelligence. Sorry, a wisdom saving throw.
21.
21. Okay. You have the urge a bit to laugh further, but then you just stop, you know, yeah. Okay. So then you basically, as you're like laughing at this kind of stuff, and you have suddenly this guy appear. Give me 1 second here, and I will share it with you. And he's this like 3 foot tall kind of being, and he just starts laughing at you. I'm like, aren't you some funny looking fellas?
Does
I would like
Aaron's
to cast spike growth around it, with it being the center.
What would you like to cast on it?
Spike growth.
Spike growth. Okay. What does that do? Like
Every 5 feet it moves through it. It takes 2d4 piercing damage.
okay, yeah, you can do that. Do I get like a saving throw of some sort?
Is that a personal question? I'll say no.
Okay, then I can check it up. You know.
Any creature. Okay. Any creature that can't see the area at the time makes a wisdom net, but it can already see the area. So I don't see anything about a different saving throw.
Okay, then there isn't spike growth. Okay, concentration. 20 Swiss radius.
It can see
When it-
exactly that it's there and what it is because it saw the ground beforehand.
Okay, so yeah, describe how you create your spike growth.
You're muted, Bill.
Not now. For expedience sake, I say I wave my hands and spikes were out the ground.
Okay, good. Suddenly the spikes come up, and he just like yeah, spiky, pointy. I don't like. And he just flies up into the sky. And he says, and he looks at you, Bill, and says, "Naughty, that could have hurt."
as he flies on up into the sky, Aaron sees this little ugly creature, right?
Yep.
He's going to take a shot at him. With
Okay,
his bow.
let's roll initiative because we're at that point then. Okay, I love how you like because like you don't trust anything, especially anything in a clown costume or anything close.
Not right now. I mean, we got proven history that those things do not like us.
Yeah, I like it. This is okay. So,
Ready. Let's go here.
okay. So, okay. Let me roll initiative. Okay. 9. Okay, Charles, what's your initiative?
It's an 11.
Okay, Andy?
13. Stuck it in chat.
Juve? Oh yeah, I can see it. Okay. Bill is 18. Nice for initiative, and Charles 11. Right. Juve, Senor Juve.
Yes, 5.
Okay, and Vicky
7.
7. Okay, so that means, yeah, Bill, it's your turn.
Yet again. I'm going to throw fairy fire on it.
Okay.
Good choice, sir.
Okay. Does fairy fire count as an illusion? Or it's like just sticks on stuff or like people, right?
No,
'Cause
it's evocation.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, should be fine. Yeah, okay.
Any
you do
creature in
the
the area does get a dex saving throw, unfortunately.
Oh, dex saving throw, yeah. I do remember that. Okay, what do they need to get? What do they need to get for the dex saving
13.
throw? 13, and I made it. I got a 18, so I made it.
That's right.
Yeah. So as you focus, the surrounding area lights up for a bit, but he doesn't get hit by the light. Okay. Okay. So the next person is gonna be Andy, since you got a 13.
Had Charles released a shot at it? I can't remember. Or was it just aiming? Sorry, has Erin fired a shot at it already?
No, I haven't fired a shot at it yet. We went into
okay.
Niche.
I will. Are we fighting it? I mean, he's a freaky looking dwarf, but there's not really any reason to. And he's a flying freaky. He does look a bit like that. Oh, fuck it. Firebolt.
And he's just saying, like, but I wanted to play some games. Why don't we play some games?
24. Play with this.
Oh, for hitting? Oh yeah, you hit him.
24 to hit, 3 fire damage.
And his little clothing and everything singes a bit. He seems like for 1 second, like the clothing singes off and then it just kind of disappears, like ether. So.
Or the cloth that burnt off just goes whoosh.
Yeah, it just disappears like ether, like just like, because there should be some ashen like residue falling down or something, but it just disappears.
And having shot at it, I take a few steps towards Sora. My Kashmir position, try to put her between it and me.
Right. Okay, then now it's Charles' turn.
Then Aaron's going to go ahead and since he already has his bow up and such, he's going to go ahead and take a shot at it, and that'd be an 18 on the dice plus should be a 27 to hit.
Okay, so let me see here. 27 to it? Yeah, that hits. How much damage?
Right. It took damage from Avelius, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to try my Colossal Slayer along with it on this, and it will take, that's 11 plus 5, so 16 points of damage.
Okay. As the arrow flies, it hits it, but it looks like it's first almost passing through, like he's not quite tangible. but it does get stuck in there.
Okay.
And some kind of like energy particles fly off from it. Some kind of ether-like energy particles. So you did hit it. So he's like, and that hurt. And then he just like takes out the arrow. There's no blood or anything. It just kind of falls to the ground. So, and okay, that was your turn. Now he's looking at you guys, and yeah, and he was like, okay, and he's saying basically like, well, I wanted to play some games and do some riddles, but I guess you don't want to do that, You big, mighty wizard, you. Look at you. Okay.
Who, me? Ducks down behind Sora.
You look like a sad excuse of a wizard. Not even an apprentice. More like a
I
pretender.
passed my exams.
Okay, so roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh dear, rolled a 3 plus 4, 7.
Okay. Okay, let me give me a second here. Oh, here we go. Sweet. You get 3 psychic damage, and your next action that you do, where you have to roll, you get a disadvantage. It's on a disadvantage. So your next attack, either magical or physical. No, it's on a disadvantage. You feel like, and he just laughs at you like mockingly.
Winged me, sir.
You're a joke. You're not even good enough to be a jester. Look at you. I don't know if I should laugh or I should cry.
I could always stab you to death. Let's see what happens.
I like your outfit.
Do it, Ruby, do it! He's being mean to me, make him stop.
Okay, so the next person is gonna be Vicky with the 7.
Okay, is he still up in the air?
He's still up in the air, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try and, he's picking on the magician here. I'm gonna try and throw one of my hand axes at him.
Okay, that's a basic ranged attack.
Yep. 12.
12. Okay, wait, let me check. Oh, it's very close, but not enough. He just gets out of the way. The hand axe flies away into the air and falls down, clinking into the giant room.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's like, "Whoa, that was close." You actually, as the hand axe flies, you actually chop off one of the big bells from his things, and it falls down to the ground like ding 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 ding.
Sora mutters, I knew I should have taken more training.
And as the bell hits the ground, it just disappears again in this ether-like thing, yeah. And he's like, "Yeah, you guys are no fun. We'll have to play mean then." Okay, so that was your turn. Now it is Juve's turn.
And when he said, I said, well, it's about damn time. I've been looking for something to kill. Let it begin. And I just start cackling like a mad jester.
Yeah, and okay. So by the way, Juve, as you look at the blade again, you can see for a fraction of a second, you're in this house, and you can see these people on the ground full of blood. And you look at your hand. It's not your own hand. It's like a hand in some kind of it looks like a human hand full of blood. And then you look in the mirror, and it's wearing this this yin yang style black and white mask. And you can see the sword full of blood. And then there's only one word, and it just says blood. And then suddenly you say it, and as you say it, the sword starts glowing with a crimson red light, and it's you can use it as basically you can activate it at any time with the command word blood to make light for 10 feet radius.
Okay. So I look at it and I hold it for him and then I say blood. I'm like, huh. It's the sire's blood. Let me give it to him, and then I start approaching,
Yeah,
trying to find a way to hack.
he's still in the air, so like
How does the light connect with him and do any damage, or just is just
no, it's just light. It's
so
not a
then I'm just
laser
like
or damaging radiation or something. It's just light.
then I hold to my side, off to the side. I'm like, now you were speaking of playing dirty.
Dirty wordy, my man. We should do some. You want to do some riddles? You look like a riddle guy to me. Or maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, you're wrong. I don't do riddles. I do killing. Lots and lots of killing.
Ooh, killing is my favorite riddle. Okay, so that was. So you just hold your action then, Juve?
Yeah, because I ain't got nothing that can hit him at this point, and I don't feel like wasting my fire breath at this moment.
Okay. Then we'll go back to the top with Bill, our druid.
Well, then I think I should be a druid. And I'm going to shape change into a panther. I got a 50-foot movement, so I can backtrack 50 feet, turn, run forward, run back 20 feet, turn, run forward 20 feet, and I'm going to try and do my claw attack.
With jumping, right? You tried to
Pounce.
pounce on it. Yeah, pounce
Yes.
on it. Yeah, it should be possible. He's not high enough. He's not high enough yet to avoid that. So
I'm also going to... no, never mind. I'm just going to do what I said I was going to do.
okay, roll an attack then.
I get a 13. Does that hit?
Yes, just barely, hit it on the nose. So please
That's right,
describe.
motherfucker.
Please
All
roll
right.
roll damage.
Okay.
And
damage is 1d4 plus 2.
question: if you shapeshift into an animal, does your attack count as a magical attack, or is it a normal, like you're just a panther with claws, like a physical attack?
Just regular attack.
Okay, fair enough. Roll your damage, please.
Just a regular.
Yeah.
And to succeed on a DC 12 strength check. Knocked prone.
Well, you're breaking up, Bill.
And
You're breaking up.
all right. Can you hear me better now?
Yes, I can hear you better now. Yeah.
All right. You have to roll a DC 12 strength check. Prone with me top.
Okay, DC 12 strength check. Okay, I got it. Then I will do that. He actually made it. Just barely, with a 13. So it didn't, like, you hit him, but he doesn't fall back, because then he would have fall to the ground. Yeah. However,
Okay,
he has to, because he's doing concentration. He has to do a concentration check to see if his fly spell is still working.
okay.
Ooh, and he rolled a 1. Rolled a 1.
Sweet.
So he doesn't get pushed back, but he fails his concentration. And he gets only 1 hit from the fall, 1 damage from the fall.
Since he rolled a 1, can I narratively land on top of him?
Yeah. How much damage did you give to him? Give to him. Yeah. How much damage did you do?
I only did 3 points of damage to him with the claw.
Okay. This will be halved to 1 damage. So in total, he's gotten 2 damage.
Okay.
And basically just describe it. Yes, you're definitely on him now, so you can narratively
Excellent.
describe it.
Well, I've got 10 feet of movement left, so I'm going to use that 10 feet to jump out of the range of my spike growth spell, which he
Yep.
is now in the middle of.
Okay. So if he starts
That's
moving, he gets the damage, right? As
Yes.
as you jump onto him and claw at him viciously, interestingly enough, there's no blood, and it seems like he's not quite tangible. It seems like as you're clawing into him, it feels almost like clawing into like almost like water or something. Like he's not quite tangible, and you can see instead of blood, this kind of astral energy just flow up. And he just
But
looks
he
at you and
is
says,
there, right?
Yeah, as I said, he's not quite tangible. And you still damaged him, whatever that means. And he just looks at you
Okay.
like angrily and he says, Bad kitty, bad kitty.
Okay.
Okay, so, nice move.
Detect by smell.
You want to detect him by smell? You broke up a bit, I mean.
Panthers have keen smell. So can I perceive anything special about him or no? There's nothing special.
Okay, let me just say this. You can definitely smell that he's not a living being. Okay? Like he's not
Okay, cool.
alive in the classical sense. So that's you can definitely smell that because living beings have a specific smell, and he's definitely not alive.
Mm.
What exact
Yeah,
nature
it's not
it is?
rot.
Yeah. What exact nature of his what he is, you can't figure out yet, but you can say he's not alive.
He smells of memories and lost opportunities.
Okay, that's my
Yeah.
round.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, now it's Charles' turn.
All right. No, Andy's before I am.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think it's my go. 13 over 11.
Okay. Oh, Andy, sorry, yeah, 13, yeah, sorry, yeah. I have it written down too, Jesus Christ. Anyway, Andy.
Okay, so I've seen bits of cloth get sort of burn away in the ether. I haven't touched him, so I don't know what it feels like. Quick question to the DM. Did he replace the dancing frog, or is the dancing frog still hopping around somewhere?
No, it disappeared.
Did he appear in its place, or did the frog just go poof and then he popped up from somewhere else?
It went poof. The other guys know it was an illusion of some sort. It wasn't real, like a hologram.
And this dwarf jester appeared from somewhere else.
Yeah. He wasn't the frog.
Okay.
He just appeared.
And he's now in the patch of spike growth, and Ogimus Panther is nearby. I will transfer the staff to the other hand, reach into my coat, pull out the brand spanking new lightning bolt wand from which we found from the other room. Think I'm not a proper wizard then? Eat this! And blast him with a lightning bolt. He has to make a DC 15 dexterity save.
Okay. You do know that Bill is on the.
Bill
dwarf.
jumped out of the way of him. His last move was to hop out of the spike growth.
Okay, yeah.
Gone.
But
I'm not going to shoot Bill with a lightning bolt.
Wait. But Bill, his move was his pounce.
And he had
Moving
10,
Hold on.
10
I've
feet
got-
of move left. And he
Okay, you had
Yeah.
still left
Got a
over.
total
Okay,
of
fine.
50.
Yeah. Okay, so good,
Cool.
good. It's
yeah,
all good.
I'm not going to shoot Ogham in the arse with a lightning bolt.
Good. Because that's
I'll
like.
let that bear in.
Okay. What is again? Dex save? How?
15 dex save.
DC what?
15.
15. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. Write down the charges that you have. Okay.
I have.
Good. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, he made it with
Damn, so
a
he
19.
takes
Yeah.
of 8d6 lightning. Lots of dots. Okay. 6, 10, 15, 20, 24, 27, 28. 14 points of lightning damage.
Okay. And you fry him good. He's like all like almost cartoonishly singed like in black. He's like,
Does his skeleton highlight through the shadow of him?
No. It's actually interesting. It's just he actually seems like to phase out of existence partially. Like you're guessing he's not. He's most likely incorporeal. Like yeah. Not corporal, basically.
I zap him. Big blast of lightning. He sizzles away, and they go, "Ah! Could someone who's not a real wizard do that? Eat it, dwarf!"
And he says, like, I just wanted to do some jokes. Yeah. Real
They're not
wizard.
funny.
You have a wand, big deal. You found some special thing, now you think you're a wizard.
Step back. I am a wizard. I've got the certificate and everything. But
Give the fool a wand and he's a wand. Give the fool a magic sword and he's a hero suddenly. Ah, you mortals. Okay, so that was your turn. And now it is Charles' turn.
Aaron will go ahead and take his bonus action and cast Hunter's Mark on him. And then he'll go ahead and fire an arrow at him.
Cool.
Let's see here. And a 14.
It hits. Roll damage.
And alright. He'll use his Colossal Slayer. And he'll have 13 plus 5 is 18 for the arrow attack and 5 points from the Hunter's Mark. So
Okay.
that'd be 18 plus 5 is the 23.
23 damage.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, he's dead. Please describe like how the arrow hits him and everything.
As he's harassing my mighty wizard, Aaron goes ahead and takes the opportunity when this little dwarf creepy thing is pointing his finger at Avarius, and he goes ahead and shoots him in the hand where he's pointing that finger, and the arrow travels up his arm and into his chest and has him roll back.
As the arrow enters his body, he's just like, "No, I will be back, you bastards!" And he just like explodes in an astral explosion, and like you see like it just goes up, and you can see like a dark, shadowy soul descend and like fly away, and then suddenly there's a small gate, and you can see these hands just like grab towards him, you know, like and pull him down and yank him down. And he says, "I will be back, wizard! Mark my words!" The gate closes.
Aaron will go over and pick up his arrows.
Little man, big noise. I turn my attention to Princess Hilaria, who's probably freaked out by that. Initially, to make sure that she's okay.
What was that?
It's just another example of the sort of things we've been dealing with here. And please ignore everything he said. I am a real wizard. I did pass my exams. Admittedly, it was only a 2-4, which is just enough to qualify. But I am a real. I've got the certificate at home. If you want, I can show it to you. And he just goes on trying to convince her that no, I am qualified. He was lying. It's made up. He's really hurt by this.
She looks pretty like unsure and everything about it now.
For the record, I'm going to be nice to Charles and take down my spike growth spell so that he can retrieve his arrows in peace.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
No, it's a polite idea. I still
nice,
remember
yeah.
the arrow in my spine.
Yeah.
Aaron would have walked up to him and just stood there and tapped his foot and said, "Okay."
And I say the deactivation
See the
code.
difference between polite and Charles?
What? What's with Charles?
Sorry. I said, do you see now the difference between polite and Charles?
Oh, okay, yes. Oh, you.
And I say
Okay.
the deactivation for my blood sword.
Okay. Basically, you just have to like when you want to deactivate it, you just focus basically. You calm it a little bit down, not much. and the sword shimmers down to its normal color.
And I proceed to sheath it. Look at the others like, no, you can't have my weapon.
Yep.
Just to let you know, Ruby, anytime you want me to, investigate it and, do
I
my
snarl
magic stuff. Okay, fine. No, just the offer's out there if you. Okay, no, that's and I walk off and around the other side of Sora. Someone's sort of, like peering around the side of her. Going,
I know what you're
it's a
trying.
bit testy.
You want my blade. You want my weapon. You should never have it. Oh my.
Okay, yes, definitely yours. Yours. Not gonna take it from you. You're absolutely right. I'm totally okay with that. You keep your sword way over there.
Ruby must think that's real precious.
I'm not going to argue with him. Have you seen the size of him? Have you seen the size of his teeth? They're even bigger than hers. No offense.
His teeth. I remember being close to him, and his breath. He blew something, and it tore that thing up.
I don't think it would be terribly tactful to comment on our scaly friends and their breath. Can you do the fire thing like he can? I ask Sora.
She nods. Yeah, I can, but I'll save that for later, for the big fireworks. And she goes over and she picks up her hand axe again and sort of just sniffs at Ruby a bit, and she's a bit. I'm going to keep an eye on her.
I'm
And
sort
because
of,
she's, I'm like, I am fine. I am coming into my own.
I'm scuttling after Sora. She's my adopted bodyguard, even though she doesn't know it yet, and so I don't want to get too far away from her, so that she can defend me when the situation warrants it. Kind of like the nervous hanger-on in all the mobster movies that scuttles after the big boss character.
Dora, noticing that you're following her, she just pats you on the head and go, "Yep, real wizard."
I am. See, she knows. She recognizes.
I see this and I say your color's showing.
Sora just grunts.
What color is Sora again?
He's red.
I'm talking about
you're both reds.
I was talking to the wizard when I see the wizard.
What? Oh, and I start checking my cloak and see if I've got it tucked into my trousers or my coat rather. It's question to the DM: the room that we're in,
Yep.
is it an enclosed space or is it? Can you just describe the dimensions of the area again?
As I said, imagine like it's huge. Imagine like it's a normal size. It would be a normal size room, but for you it's like a gigantic hallway of. It's a gigantic, like colossal place because it's like literally like a gigantic children's room, and you're like on this kind of side pedestal, kind of a pedestal like like where you would put books, and there's like some the toys are put there. Right?
So are we on a ledge high up?
Yeah, you're pretty high up.
So I'm getting cavernous area, hundreds of feet in all directions.
Yeah,
and we're,
yeah. It's
realizing
kind of. I
doing-
don't know if you ever played like a.
I'm thinking mine's a Moria scale.
Yeah. Like in Unreal Tournament, there's like levels where you're in a room, but you're like tiny. You're like action figure size or something like that. Something like that.
Realizing that the scale of the place now that the immediate activity stops, looking around, seeing the edge, the drop, I'm sort of like, and edge closer, but not getting close enough so I can sort of peer over the edge, but not getting within any closer than 5 feet to the edge. And sort of just trying to see how far down it might go. And when I look down, I'm sort of like, well, just is there anything small and hand size I can pick up? A bit of pebble, rock, just any old junk clutter that's lying around.
You find a small marble, and small marble means like it's like yay big.
Okay. I heft it up with 2 hands, prop it up into one hand, sort of bracing it to support it because I'm feeble.
Yeah, it's like a bowling ball, like.
Yeah, well, actually, go to pick it up. Oh, no, it's too heavy. When it's on the floor, I go, and ting, cast light on it, so it starts radiating light, and I pick it up and just like, and chuck it over the side and try to see how far down it goes.
It's basically like hundreds of feet. Like imagine like if you're really small, so it would be like looking down from like I would say at least 20, 30, 50 meters, like if you would fall down, you would die, pretty much. Unless you slow your fall
ball
somehow.
of light goes over the side and gradually dwindles. And
okay. Yep.
And I back up a good 20 feet away from it. It's a really long drop, guys, so don't go over the edge, okay? Because you're not coming back from that.
Avelius, did you see any stairs?
My attention was distracted by the vast abyssal depths of unavoidable death. No, is the short answer.
Abyssal, you say? Oh my goodness. Devils.
Well, it's a long way. I didn't mean that little a, not capital A.
I shake my head accordingly.
So, there's got to be a key around here somewhere. We should probably look for it. And I wander over to the wall farthest away from the drop and start poking at things and looking around for anywhere that keys could hide.
The only thing where you could think... Well, go ahead.
I was going. Did anyone ever check the body of the little midget thing?
It disappeared into nothingness. It was literally like dragged into what you're guessing hell is.
Like the bad guys in Ghost.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking actually.
Do the little tin soldiers have keys in their backs?
No.
Okay.
There's really only one place where you could think a key could be hiding, and it's the Jack in the Box, because you haven't really looked at that.
Is anyone familiar with how Jack in the Box works?
Yep.
It's a toy that you know. It does exist. My world is not like strictly medieval. It's it's typical D&D. It's a bit of anachronisms. Left to right.
So I look at the others like, so you know that when we open this, we're going to have to kill something.
Sora looks at Ruby and goes, well, just up our street then, isn't it? Come on, let's have a crack at it.
Hey, Wizard, turn the crank. It's a good job for you.
Let's set it on fire before we open it.
I can do fire.
Yeah, but we might wind up melting the key by setting it on fire.
That's a very good point.
Aaron will move his hunter's mark and put it onto the Jack in the Box.
Okay. What does hunter's mark do? Like does it actually like? Oh, so you do it for yourself. You see it. Okay, you can do that.
Yeah, it's a concentration spell, and you can transfer it once the previous target dies.
Basically, you are like aiming for it. That's like if you're a sniper and you're like looking at it. Okay. Good. Yeah, you can do that. That's fine.
Does it have a crank handle in the side?
Yep. It's got a crank. It's a classic, old school Jack in the Box.
And it's 5 feet. It's a cubic box, yes.
It's a bit big, but you could like turn it. It's like a thing like this. So.
But the box itself, you said it was 5 feet tall, and I'm guessing it's cubic, so 5 foot on a side.
It's 5 foot, 5 cubic feet, kind of like. So okay. It's a bit,
It's a big old crank. Yeah, we should probably get that crank turning, and I conjure up Mage Hand and float the hand over to the handle and try to start turning it. If it requires more than 10 pounds of pressure, it's not going anywhere. It's like, okay. Come on, guys, help out! As I stand 30 feet away from it.
Oh, with the Mage Hand?
Yep.
Okay, well, roll a simple strength check. Let me see if you can crank it, because even though you're using mage hand, you're still using your strength. How much pressure can
10
mage hand?
pounds.
That's not
You can
quite
lift
enough.
10 pounds. Yeah.
What Aaron's going to look at the design on the outside of the box. Is there anything unique about the design, or is it just a flat color?
It's a little bit decorated. It's like painted a bit, you know, with a little bit decorations on it, like non-figurative, but nothing really, you know, special.
Okay.
Is anyone going to help? I can't turn this thing by myself, you know. Guys, anyone?
And I look at our druid like, can you help him? Because we're probably going to have to kill something.
I'm a panther. my thumbs are not opposable at the moment.
I didn't know.
I'm imagining you're looking at like their paws, like, meow.
Walks up.
Aaron will walk up to the handle after the pleadings of Elias, and seeing his hand. Well, you don't see his hand, but seeing him struggle trying to will this thing to go, and he'll attempt to help out.
Okay, so you have no problem turning the handle.
All right.
So, just asking now, where are you guys all standing? You're in front of it, right?
Yeah.
I am 30 feet away from it, preferably with my companions between it and me.
Okay.
I'm swinging on the handle.
Okay. Yeah, you swing on the handle. It goes the song. It's the little, you know, the music box thing, you know, the little metal thing, and then pop go and so you can see the Jack in the Box, the big, like jester's head, of course, laughing like ha 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 ha. And everybody roll a dex save.
Who didn't see that coming? Anyone? No? Okay. Oh, crap. 4.
Evelius, like you would have almost avoided it because you said 30 feet, but you're just still in there.
So that is a total of 17.
Okay. Okay, who got a 13 or above?
Me, I got a 19.
You okay? Okay, so let's say. Yep, doesn't look too good. Oh, yeah. So let me see here. 29. Okay, yeah. Yeah, let me see here. Math, not really my biggest strong suit, but okay. Charles, what did you get?
I got a 12.
Okay, so Vicky and Bill, you got over 13, so you get 17 fire damage as it's like blowing fire at you.
Oof.
And Juve, what did you get?
I got 17.
Okay, you also get 17 damage. Charles?
Actually, I get less than that because I think I'm resistant to fire as being a fire
Correct.
damage resistant
72.
damage half.
Oh, okay, yeah, then also Vicky. Then it's... Yeah, then you only get like 8 damage. Okay. Charles, you get 34 fire damage.
Damn! Smoking!
And Evelius, what did you roll for your dex?
I'm unconscious. I blast of fire hits me. Seams sizzles, scorched face, scorched arm, coat smouldering.
If you would have said even 31 feet.
No, I had to be 30 feet away in order for Mage Hand to reach.
Oh
No
man.
gaming from me.
And I'm like, come on, guys. I was like thinking, just an investigation, just checking for traps. You were so good so far, and I'm like, okay. Okay, who's down basically? Only Velius. All right. So yeah, I guess you have now 3 rolls, 3 d20s. So you got 10 or higher.
Yep, each of my subsequent turns.
Yeah, in your subsequent turns. Okay. So you're like fried, and the thing is just laughing. And that's pretty much what it's doing.
So is it other than it breathing fire? Is it doing anything else, or is it actually?
No. It was a trap basically.
Aaron is trying to move back away from this thing and towards Avelius.
Yep.
Yes.
And when his turn comes around, he's going to cast Cure Wounds on Avelius.
Okay. We'll just go basically. Just do your cure wounds. There's no combat. It was a trap.
All right, that'd be 10 points.
Okay, Avelius, you were lucky and good, so click back.
I don't want to be here anymore. That hurt.
And I run over to him, and I'm like, "Did you see her? Did you see her?"
No, you crazy bastard! I just saw fire and then darkness.
And you can see the princess coming towards you, and she was like, I was hiding way back, like behind that one doll. I was lucky, I guess. I was too scared, but oh my dear, you look. Yeah, and she's like pressing your head and everything just to make you feel better.
I instantly feel better, but just not, in any less pain.
Aaron's going to also use his last spell and cast Cure Wounds on his own self.
Yeah, there we go.
Ah, that sucked. For 5 points.
I lost 8, and I'm at 29. So I was like, that was anticlimactic.
And
I feel upsetly.
Okay. So what? As you're like, trying to cure your wounds and stuff.
That's concentration.
Like suddenly as the head is like laughing. As you look at it, it just kind of the entire surrounding changes, and it changes into like the head morphs into like a skull, into like a human-sized skull, and just drops to the floor, and the entire room and everything just morphs, and it's again really trippy. And you see this, you find yourself now in this surrounding, in this vast, just full of bones and death and decay, this vast plain.
It is the abyss! Oh my god!
Little A.
That's creepy.
Yeah, and it's just this deafening silence and this kind of smell of eons of death, and decay and everything.
As long as there are no metal skeletons with really weird crossbows walking around them, okay.
And Juve, you can hear from the armor is like, oh, this looks like a fun place. And you can feel the feeling from your sword that it's like this is like the place to be. This feels right, and you should add to the scenery, so to speak.
I'm like, something needs killing. And I pull out my sword because I am at home.
Okay. So,
And I'm like frothing at the mouth at the thought of killing something.
wait. So
From
yeah,
my,
this. Go ahead.
I was going to say, from my position, sort of sitting on the floor, looking at my singed coat, and man, that really hurt. I sort of pull the side of the coat open again. Poe, out you come. Did I recover my familiar from when he turned
Yes,
into the
yes, he's been fine. It was
psychoanalyst?
it was really an illusion, and Poe is fine. Like
Yeah, pull the coat open. Poe, out you come. Hops onto my arm. No, not there. Onto the coat. That's gonna sting in the morning. Poe, dear boy, take a fly around and see if there's any sign of anything that isn't this. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and hurt, and fling him up into the air.
yeah,
And off he flies.
yeah, he flies around, and he's gone for now. And yeah, so as you look around, you can see suddenly in the distance this figure. And wait, let me do this. There we go. And this is a guy you see, and one of the distant kind of hill things, just a silhouette, and then the light kind of clears a bit so you can see it more clearly what it is. There we go. That's what I want. And yeah, you see this guy, and he's holding this bottle. Only the bottle has a crimson dark red fluid in it, and he just kind of looks at you, and he doesn't have these eyes, it's just this blackness, and he's just looking at you.
Okay. Okay, you tell me when I was gonna say something. Do I pick up any vibes off of this?
It's your sword is kind of like just itching in a sense, like almost like you feel this itch in your hands, almost like this kind of this almost like it's a small electricity going through. It's this you know, you can't
And
quite
I
say what
visibly
it is.
start, like, weapon hand starts twitching violently.
Right.
How far away is he?
He is about 50, I would say like 40 feet away.
Okay.
From what you can say, he should be like about 6 foot tall. And he's just sitting there playing around with the bottle. And yeah, he's just sitting there silently.
Who the hell is that? Look around at my companions and see if any of them are about to do anything.
Aaron reached down to his boot. He's going to put his bow back over his shoulder, and he's going to pull out his dagger, and he's going to start trimming off the charred edges of his beard to get the burnt beard hair shaved off.
Right. And then he just kind of like is almost bored, and he starts drinking from the bottle, and it kind of like drips down, and it's like this dark red, like it looks like it would be blood or something. And,
oh shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that there's stories about them. So Aves looks around at his companions, sees what they're doing. Aaron's trimming his beard. Using the staff to lever myself up on the floor, leaning on it heavily because I'm still really hurting. And hello, who are you? Where are we? What is this place?
And he just kind of tilts his head, and he says, he just looks at you, and in this booming voice he said, "I am the Crimson Jester, and you look tasty."
Well, that's mildly terrifying. Ruby, I think this one's yours.
Oh, and I start chuckling maniacally, and I walk over.
And he looks at you, Juve, and he says, "Hmm. I see rage in your eyes. I see the thirst of blood." And he like licks his lips maniacally, and you can see these vicious fangs, like just come up, and yeah.
Um, I proceed to like, shall we begin?
Okay. And he
I
kind of like
Let's
he kind of
talking more
he's
choppy.
and in like half a second he just like climbs away almost like in a non-human, almost like puppet, almost like spider-esque way into one of the other sides of the hill, like almost. So yeah, so we'll do initiative. And let me see here. Yeah. Okay. Everybody roll initiative.
I rolled a 12.
Okay. And let me see here. Okay. It's 12 for Juve. And
Aaron got a 22.
okay. Aaron 22 and Sora
18.
18. Man, you guys have some good initiatives. Andy 21. Wow, you're rocking it with the initiatives. And Bill.
Do you need me to say it? 15. We put
Oh,
in the
okay. I don't know, man.
Big
I've
chat,
been
dude. Usual
Yeah,
words.
I've been looking at the freaking chat, but oh well. Anyway, so yeah. So the first one is definitely Charles with the freaking 22. Nice job. So the reflexes of an elf. So
Aaron will go ahead and drop his dagger and pull his bow and take a holding ready action. So if he does something, even though he's weird as hell, if he throws an attack, he'll release the arrow that he'll have pointed at him.
okay. Oh, so okay. You're holding your attack. Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing a ready action.
Okay. Yeah, Andy. It's your turn.
So the thing's scuppered off to one side and it's clear of all my companions.
Yeah, it had this inhuman just moving. Just looked really weird.
Okay then. Stamp the staff on the ground, sort of pop it up into my hand, hold it outright. Moisture coalesces around the edges and draws heat down into my body, eyes glowing, fire coming out my mouth. Tris Magistus Infernus! And ow! Bang my knee on my desk, mother funster. Blast it with a scorching ray. Ow!
That
Son of
sucks.
a bee.
That sucks. For a second there, I thought you were like, that was what Avelius said.
That's my action. I cast a spell and I bang my knee against the desk.
Where the hell does a desk come from? I don't remember putting a desk there. Just a random desk.
Out of 3 dice, I have 4 ones showing. You guess what they are.
Oh, wow.
That's a 17 was the highest.
The 17 hits. What was the other ones? So
Total of 7 on the others. Rolled 2 ones and an 11 with a +6 on the roll.
okay, the 17 hits.
I bang my knee on the desk. 2 shots go flying. The last one hits for 8 fire damage.
Okay. 8 fire damage, right? Okay. Okay. It just singes bit up his and he just like grunts a bit. So 8, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So screaming fire at him, torches of light flying all over the shop, and the fire snaps out. I turn to look at Ruby with smoke steaming out of my eyes like
So
something from a horror movie.
yeah.
And I shout, "What are you waiting for? Get him!"
So as you can see, the clothes singe up on the creature on the shoulder, and you can see the burning flesh basically, and yeah. But and then first he grunts a bit, and then he just starts laughing. I'm like, well, this will be fun. And yeah.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Okay. And that was your turn, Andy. Now we're down to Vicky with an 18.
Okay, Sora, she's keeping an eye on Ruby still. She doesn't really trust her at the moment because you can see the anger in her eyes, and decides to throw another hand axe because she picked hers up beforehand, and she's gonna try and see if this one actually hits this time.
Okay. And ranged attack.
Yep. Rolled an 18.
That hits. Roll damage.
6.
Okay. It slices him a bit, but it shouldn't. You feel like there's a little bit of like blood coming out, but it should have been deeper from the hit. So yeah. And it just as it slices it, and then he just it slices in, then he just kind of takes the axe and just pulls it out, and then like he just looks at you. He just looks at you menacingly. Well, without his eyes, basically, just the darkness there. So, okay, that was Vicky. Now we're at our good old druid, Bill.
All right. Is this thing in the air, on the ground, in the ceiling? What is it?
It's on the ground. It's not flying.
All right. Let's see if some entangle works. You can make a DC 13 strength check to see if it's restrained.
Good. Okay. Okay. Let me do DC 13. Entangle. Nice. It's the classic D&D spell. It's with the vines and everything, right?
Yep.
Okay. DC 13. And that means anybody in that surrounding area must roll it too. Okay. 13. Well, you do entangle him.
Sexy. Now, the only person who's actually going to be caught in it is going to be him. The rest of us would treat it as difficult terrain, except we're with a ranger. And he gets us through difficult terrain without a problem.
Okay, yeah, right. I did hear of that. Yeah. Good to have a ranger.
It's good to pay attention to your surroundings.
Yep. So out of the you can see as you do the spell, out of the like different skeletons and everything, you can see these dead-looking, like wicked-looking vines come out and just grab greedily after the being. And then the thing just looks at you in this deep voice. He says, "You gotta do better, nature boy."
I whisper to the other guys, this lasts for a minute. Make it count.
Okay, so that was your turn. Now it is that was your turn. Yeah, now it is Juve's turn.
Okay. I have my sword out. I say the blood.
Yep,
Watch it come up glowing.
Yeah. Yep.
And with that, I rolled. Okay, so it's I'm trying to remember how to do this. So it is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 total, because I added in my proficiency bonus plus my strength bonus, correct?
Yeah, and you also get a +1 because the sword is a +1 sword.
So 19.
Yeah. Okay, so 19. Okay. That hits, and you don't have to roll with the sword, as I said, because of the magical properties. You get max damage. It's like incredibly sharp. So that's like 1d8 plus 1, right?
Yep.
So yeah, so that's a total of 9 damage.
Plus
So
strength.
and oh yeah, of course, plus your strength bonus, which is now 4. So that's a 13 damage. You want to describe that? How you like hack into him?
So in an over-swinging art, I come down and just slash him across the chest, and laughing psychotically as I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to feed my sword today," and I just start hacking at him like, the grand misery. Let the
Nice.
suffering begin.
Nice. Okay, so let's see. Okay, you hack into him, blood comes gushing out, and he says, "Yes, nice. We'll see if you can kill me, mad one."
And if I can,
He just
Action
kind of
surge.
just
Action
he
surge.
just as you has hacked in, he just looks at him and he licks off the blood, and he said, "We shall see. Many have tried before."
but
And he just looks around, and he says like, "What do you see around you, my friend?"
I see your
Okay,
death.
okay, so as now it's his turn, and as he
Oh, wait
says
a minute.
that,
And I have an action, and after me saying that, I have an action surge, which I'm going to
okay,
expend
one
now.
one
One
once
time.
per game. Yeah, go
And
ahead.
that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 to hit.
Is it? It's not a natural 20, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Modified.
You hit. Roll damage.
I'm using the same sword, so does it just do
Yeah, yeah,
automatically?
yeah. You're using the same sword. So,
Yeah.
so again, 13 then, yeah.
Yeah, and I swing in the opposite angle, and I'm like, you were saying, because all I'm seeing is you dying, and it brings me great pleasure to watch you bleed.
Okay. Oh, wait a second here. Okay. Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, again, you hit. There's a big gash and everything. And basically, it's now his turn. And yeah, as you can see, and he just says like, as you hack again into him, suddenly the wounds, the burn wounds, and the slashing wounds, they start to like close up, and they're not completely all closed, but they start to close up. And he says, "Yes, we shall see, mad one. We shall see if you serve the blood god."
Tell me more of this blood god, as I prepare for another
Don't
attack.
tell him more. Is the blood god in your life? Would you like a pamphlet?
I would like to tell you, he says, the god of rage? You will find out yourself. Okay, so, yeah, so basically his wounds start healing. Okay, and, yeah, now that was just one ability. And he's able to do actions even if, is he able to, like, break out, though? With the strength check, right? If I remember correctly.
He already made a strength check.
Okay. So,
Is
like,
it
he can
breaking
only.
a grapple?
Okay.
I don't know. I was asking a question. Is it like breaking a grapple?
Not sure. Let me go back. I was already looking at my next spell.
Okay.
Tangle. Da 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 da.
Can use its action to, a creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. I'm guessing on its turn. So yeah, if he wants to break out, that's his action for the turn.
Okay. Can he, however, attack, like, because now he could attack Juve?
Yeah, he can attack, but his movement is 0.
Yeah, I get it. He cannot move. Okay. Right now he doesn't
Yeah.
have to attack, so...
Well, again, I don't know if you heard me or not. I was breaking up. He can attack, but his movement is 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has the restrained condition.
Yeah, so he cannot move. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Well, there's two other bits. There's speed is 0. Attack rolls against him have advantage because he can't move out of the way, and its attacks have disadvantage because he can't move, and he has disadvantage on dex saves, which are key features.
Okay, disadvantages at dex saves, okay. So he will be attacking you, Juve, with a... Okay, the first one... the first one with a 14 doesn't hit you. However, the second one with a 21 will hit you.
Is that a disadvantage?
Oh, is that the attacks are on disadvantage?
Yeah. We get advantage against him because he's restrained, and he has disadvantage against us because he can't move.
Okay.
They're the more important features of not being able to move.
Okay. Still, though, I just rolled again to see. And still it's 21. I got an 18 and 15. So 21 with the claw attack. So that should hit you, Juve. So he slashes with his claws, with his big-ass claws on his hands. So let's see. How much is that? Okay. Right now it's a total of 7 damage, slashing damage. So he slashes right in between your, like, he just pokes you right in between, like, your different layers of plate armor with his claws in your chest.
Okay. And I laugh and say,
Roll a
more.
wisdom check, by the way. Yeah, roll a wisdom check, because now it's, if you fail it, then you have to kill him. Like, that's until he or you are dead.
All right, clear.
Roll wisdom check, so.
I rolled a grand 2.
Yeah, you need to kill this guy now more than ever. Like, your sword thirsts for his blood. Okay, that was his turn. And the next person is going to be... And we're back on the top with Andy.
Erin.
Yeah, yeah.
And Aaron's going to let loose.
Aaron, sorry, Aaron. I have it written down here. Jesus Christ, what's up with me today?
Oh, that's all right. Aaron will let loose his arrow, and I believe he will miss with a 13.
That misses. Yep.
You have advantage.
Oh,
yeah, you do. Yeah. Gotta break out of that thing.
Oh, okay, great. It may help some. That's an 18 on advantage.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, and he'll use his Colossal Slayer for what little bit that's going to be worth. That's 9 points of damage.
Okay. So 9. Yeah. So it hits him, but it doesn't go as deep as you expected it to go.
Okay.
But it still goes in there. So. Okay, so that was your turn. Now it is Andy's turn.
Oh, you can't move, you little scampery bastard. Right, dodge this, you. And I whip out the lightning bolt wand again. Take a bead, wait for Ruby to dodge sideways, aim it to one
Right.
side so I don't fry my colleagues, and blast him with a lightning bolt.
As you're aiming at him, he looks at you with his like non-eyes, just with this void, and there's a shiver down your spine.
And he has to make a Dex save versus DC 15 at
on disadvantage. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
But yeah, you still feel terrified, even though you're definitely like, gaining.
I'm hurting too much to be frightened.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. So.
It carries me through it.
Okay, you said how much?
DC 15.
Sadly, well, not sadly, he rolls a 14 with disadvantage. Nice. And you regain some of your confidence because of that, so.
Walk softly and carry a big stick. Okay, 6, 10, 20, 28, 30, 33 lightning damage.
33?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 33. Wow. He's definitely now fried quite a lot. And his body is just like singed. And he's like, "Argh!" And he's looking a little bit less confident. But then he's back to his grin, and then he just looks at you like, "We shall see if your tricks hold up, wizard." As he's like charred partially.
Yeah, well, I'm not the one that's getting fried. I look around for something to hide behind.
And he just says, "Are you ready for death?" "I am ready. I have been ready for a long time." Anyway, so that was your turn. Good job. And now we go to Vicky with the 18.
Okay, Sora's now going to go up and try and just hit him with a short sword and try and finish him off, really.
Okay.
I rolled a 23.
23. That does hit.
5 damage.
Okay. You swing at him. Please describe your damage.
Okay, she swings her short sword and wants to wipe off that horrible look on his face, and those dead eyes looking at her, and aims for his neck, really, trying to slice through there, really.
Yeah, as you slice towards the neck, you feel the sword should have gone deeper, but it doesn't. And he's like, "Ooh, the neck, I like that." And he just grins maniacally, with blood coming out of his mouth, and then he's like licking it. And your blood will all taste very well.
Sora just looks at him in disgust.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah, so that was your turn, right? And Sora, now it's Juve's turn.
Alright. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
24, wow. You hit.
And
so
max damage.
Don't forget advantage just to see if you get a natural 20.
Did you get natural 20?
I rolled twice, so I got 17 and 3.
Cool.
You have to tell me if you get a natural 20, because there's a specific thing. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So max damage, so that's 13 again. So please describe hitting him pretty hard.
So I swing across his neck, and I'm like, "Oh, I will drink your blood on the other hand, because you will die here. You hear me? You will die here."
Right. And
Ixnay on the ink drink gay, blood gay.
Yeah. And so yeah, as you stab him, like the blood comes out, and yeah, and he just kind of just continues to laugh maniacally. And yeah, so now it's his turn.
Hold on.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I was supposed to go somewhere this round.
Oh yeah, sorry, Bill. I have it written down. I don't know. Sorry, yeah. Bill.
When do I go?
Bill, you should have come before Juve. I have it written down, but like, I don't know. Today I might be a bit tired or something. Bill, it's your turn now. So.
All right. Well, Ogum is sick and tired of hearing this thing talk, so he's going to go for a golf swing with his club. And just before he attacks, he's going to say the magic word that turns it into a shillelagh. And that is the name of my weapon, and I'm calling it Disco Stick.
Nice.
And with advantage, I rolled a 20 and a 15.
Okay. Then yeah, you hit.
All right, how do we do? I think this is the first time I ever got a crit hit.
Sweet.
You rolled damage and you double it, and then you add your bonus, like your strength bonus.
All right. Yeah,
Or wait, or you rolled the damage twice and then add it. I always forget. Just mix it
Okay.
up with something.
Pick one.
Yeah,
I'll
I think we were going with doubling it.
Okay, and so that's 15 damage then total.
Okay.
And it's magical weapon.
Yeah, good to say, but good that you said that. But either way, even if it wouldn't be you, please describe how you kill it.
With this golf swing, the disco stick just goes right through it from jaw to brain and just splatters whatever's left all over the wall. And then Dexter from the TV show comes in and does a blood splatter trail to investigate. That's it.
Well,
And
I'll not count Dexter.
Fine then. I'll settle with, I simply say, now just shut up.
Okay. Okay, as you kill it,
yeah.
As you like finally finish him off, he's like, and he's just like coughs and everything, and he clenches down, and he says, after so long, death has arrived. And then he coughs up blood, and he looks at you, Juve, and he says, "I'm curious if you could defeat my master."
Oh,
And
please do tell.
And it's like and if you're curious about the blood god, drink this. And as he's like and he like as he's trying to grab for his little flask, he just like falls down, and out of his chest violently you can see a bunch of like souls emerge, and his body just kind of melts and like burns, and all you can see is just ashes and the flask in the middle, and yeah.
So so he offered me this drink. Does at any point anything talks to me as I look at this vial, or
You feel like a strong roll a wisdom check.
Just like to interject here that, out of character, Andy would be suggesting strongly that Juve doesn't drink it. In character, however, at the jester's mention of his master, Avelius got a little bit frightened and is busily prestidigitating his trousers clean, so doesn't notice what's going on over there and doesn't interject at all.
The princess, by the way, she's just was terrified by this whole thing, and she's just kind of fallen unconscious at this point. So
the wisdom check was 12 with no bonuses.
You definitely want to drink. You want to know what is going on here, you know.
I drink. I don't care. Blood for the blood god.
Okay.
We're all going to die.
Okay. So, wait 1 second here. So, yeah, I will. I will show you later what you see because it's quite intense. So right now you're just okay. This is what happens. You have a vision of something, and you cannot explain exactly what it is. Give me 1 second. I'll give you.
Okay.
It's and I want you to roll a D100.
Okay. 40.
Okay. 40. Okay. Let me see here, because I'm introducing something because you've been pretty gone. So 40. Uh, okay. Roll one more D100.
74.
74. Okay, you have the nervous. Yeah, this is what you got. This is one of the insanities you got. I'm using this alternate insanity table. Nervous. Every day you must make a DC 10 intelligence check to determine if you're stressed. A failed check inflicts 1d4. Well, stress. We'll say you're just gonna have like basically like you're gonna be more nervous and you're gonna have a disadvantage on the on your first attack, something like that. We'll figure that out. So, but you're definitely more nervous and more bloodthirsty and more cautious. Like everybody seems to be against you, and
Paranoid, anxiety.
yeah.
Highly strung with a vorpal sword. Yeek.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what kind of vision you had. But you're at this point, you're pretty much, for at least for some time, you're gonna be just kind of catatonic and just sitting there. And at first, you won't be recognizing anybody's language and anything. You're pretty much like gone mentally for now. But you'll come back with the rest. And as you're doing that, out of the ashes forms a key again. A key that is like crimson red. Who grabs it?
Not Avelius. He's fairly distant, backed away from all the goings on up there, and is sort of turned away from the group, and is like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that to my prestidigitate, clean trousers. So yeah, he's distracted.
And Aaron isn't going to touch it at the moment because he's going to reach down and grab his dagger and put it back in his boot.
Okay.
Besides the fact that he's feeling mighty poorly.
Right.
Sora will touch it.
Okay, you take it, and as you take it, the door appears behind you.
Okay.
Oh, thank the gods, guys! Time to go. Maybe yes. Now, hurriedly, and Avelius, casually but quickly moves towards the door, props it open, stands in the door frame, makes sure that the staff's holding the door open so it can't shut on us.
Yeah, Juve at this point is kind of
Hurry,
just
everyone.
gone, looking into the distance like a maniac.
Who's going to grab Juve and help him along?
Somebody pick up Ruby.
I'll do it. You guys go through. I'll get Ruby.
Okay, you can push him easily. He's right now like gone. So you can just push him forward.
Oh god, heavier than they look.
Well, he's standing, so he's just kind of walking as you're pushing him, kind of. So. Yeah. So as you arrive into the middle room, all of the keys that you've collected, all the different keys, and one of the keys, the second part, as you do the long rest, the core of the machine, break it open. I know I'm telling you this, but I want to finish this in a sense. And it's the other half of this other key on the beginning. So basically, you have all the keys. They appear, and they basically suddenly float up, and they go towards the door, and the door where you always just went into infinity, and suddenly they just go in there, and suddenly there's an actual physical door, and it opens it up, and you can see the exit where you entered in the basically the cavern.
I'll suggest that while we're sort of back in the middle room and settling down to rest and recover, because we're all heavily battered and Ruby's catatonic and all the rest of it, while we're sort of sitting down, I'll sort of gather the keys together to start poking, try and figure out how they will fit together, and just sort of
Well, they already opened the door. Oh,
yeah,
sorry.
no,
Go ahead.
I'm
Yeah.
flavouring.
Okay. Yeah.
Sort of maybe this one goes, and as soon as I touch two of them together, they go, "Twing," and that happens. It's like, oh shit, guys, we should probably get out of here and rest outside. What do you think? Good idea? Yes? No? Yes? Yes.
Run!
Yes. All in favour? I gather Adria's corpse and make my way outside.
As before you go, everybody roll an investigation check before you head out. Except Juve, you're still catatonic. I'm gonna talk with you, Juve, because I have some plans with you. So.
I'm probably gonna kill the party.
15.
Okay. 15.
19.
19.
8.
8. Okay. Evelius, what did you get?
18.
Okay, so you, but first our sharp-eyed elf here, and then you. Before you head out, the room kind of starts disappearing into, again, this universe kind of thing, but there's one last item suddenly appearing as you turn back before you go out, and it's this one is what is it? Oh yeah, that's it. It's a jester stick, but it's made out of one big, it seems like that it's made out of one big solid piece of ruby.
Well, I'll suggest that while we're all hustling to get out of this madhouse before the magical door closes on us and we're stuck here forever, and we're all hustling it, it's like, keep going, I'll get it, and Magic Hand comes out, grabs it, and just floats it behind us as we all tumble outside.
Good. Yeah, sure, you got it. And you are outside, and the door closes, and you can see the jester's face as it starts breaking apart. The stone breaks apart, and it just falls apart mostly. And yeah, you're again in the silence of the Underdark. And you took Adria's body also with you, of course, and yeah, you're outside again. Finally, the madness has ended.
Is there any sign of the rest of the circus, or are we just back in the cabin now?
It's the silence of the cavern. It's like you never left.
All the other bits and bobs that was the circus are no longer there.
Yeah, you are in the cavern. There's nothing, no sign of the circus other than the broken down face statue entrance thing. And the riddle door.
Aaron will say, God, thank you for the silence. It is now the true meaning of silence is golden.
In the silence that falls, I put Adria's body down, making sure that her cloak is still covering her up, properly corpseified and quiet. Turn around, look at the others, shamble over to a boulder, prestidigitate the dust and muck off it, sit down. And I waft the ruby jester rod or whatever it is over in front of me and sort of look at it while it's sort of spinning gently in the air in front of me.
Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing you're gonna have a long rest, so you can check that and everything. I'm kind of almost saying like we should stop here. If you guys still want to do still something. I will say this, that you can definitely figure out that the jester's like rod or whatever that is definitely magical in nature. And interestingly, even though it seems like it's made out of one solid piece of ruby and it should like cut you and stuff, it doesn't. It's kind of magically made to not cut you. So.
2 questions then. While we're resting, I'll cast a ritual identify on it. And does a long rest count as the recharge for the Wand of Lightning?
Does it say it there? I told you it's like a book.
It recharges at dawn, or I think it says it recharges daily. Does a long rest, because we're going to get one long rest a day.
I will count as a recharge. Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Full power.
Okay. So, does anybody else want to do still something? Say still something?
Am I still catatonic?
You can awaken, but you and me will talk a bit because I had some ideas, so. But I had to change some of my ideas. Well, I didn't have to change the ideas, but not quite. Anyway, yeah. So you awaken. Do you have any words you want to say?
All thing I say is the Raven Queen, and that's it.
Okay.
A slight whisper underneath my voice, almost non-audible, but the Raven Queen.
Okay. Any other final words?
Aaron will be all the charred and frazzled hair. He's going to finish trying to make himself look back to somewhat what he looked like before while he rests.
I go around the others and where we're all sort of battered and besmirched and what have you. I sort of prestidigitate all the grime and muck off us so we're vaguely presentable, barring actual damage to clothes and armor. It's clean. It's just battered.
Nice, nice. And the princess is just kind of hovering and just looking around, not knowing where she is, and just frightened at the moment. But also feeling a little bit more calm that you're not anymore in this mad world. So, yeah. Okay, then
we got you out.
And it says, yes, but I hope we can see the surface again. So.
As do I.
Okay. Any final thoughts? Hope you enjoyed the game. So.
Very cool.
I enjoyed it immensely, and I'm totally going mad, and I'm cool with that.
Yep.
Valis' thoughts are turning towards, I've had quite enough excitement for one day, I've been burnt to buggery, my coat is ruined, I'd quite like to see daylight again soon, so he's thinking about doing a U-turn and heading back up to the surface, plus we've got Her Highness to deliver to her homeland, so he's definitely thinking about. I think I've seen enough of the Underdark for now. I quite like to get back topside for a while, just to, possibly re-equip with more appropriate stuff. Because seeing as I basically crash landed here originally, before going any further, I'd like to get properly equipped and attired.
Yeah. It's not a bad idea. So, okay, guys, I enjoyed myself a lot. I hope you did too. And I'm going to stop the recording here. So, for all the viewers, for Death Mug of Doom.